friend of ours, both Bob and I's agent, is going to be dropping by for this commentary.
Candy Adams, who's been our agent before Mr. Show.
Yeah.
She made our deals for Mr. Show, and they were very...
I made you. Hello.
Hey,
I heard that.
Okay.
Candy, what's going on?
Oh, I'm very busy, but I thought I'd pop in and see my two biggest money makers.
You are the person who said, and you said this when we met 10 years ago, you said the future of show business is in personal birthday parties. And that's where the money is.
I think even more so today than then.
And that's where you wanted to take us. And we've done like 3 as Bob and David.
Right.
And they weren't happy. They were really upset.
I
we
think
did our scenes, we swore.
we got the age
People
wrong.
got mad.
We got the age wrong. I think the 3-year-olds wanted balloon animals. They wanted face painting.
Yeah, and you snuck us in there.
And you did a lot of swearing. You did jokes about...
The parents were upset.
Exactly.
The kids seemed to enjoy it.
Smuggling pot in Uranus. I mean, I got a lot of complaints, and
but you still
was
think
my
that's
mistake.
where
It was
we're
my
going to go. I
mistake.
mean, we made a major feature film for a New Line Cinema. It was a fabulous, huge company staffed by
New Line
just
Cinema.
the
New
most
Line
brilliant,
Cinema.
fabulous
That
people.
sounds familiar. I'm not.
The best human beings with the best hearts on earth.
Can't be much if I don't know the company. I don't know New Line, but I do know birthday parties, and there's always going to be birthdays. You know, there are always going to be births and
What
deaths.
did you say about Laurence Olivier? Why isn't he working anymore? He never would do parties.
Exactly.
The one thing
I
that
don't
didn't
see
work,
him in anything. Let's watch a show, Candy.
Let's watch
Talk
a
to me
show.
about what you think of these scenes as we go along. That's funny.
Thank you very much.
You look so cute in a dress, David, and I'm thinking maybe for the next birthday party, maybe Cinderella, maybe we could do a tea party.
Well,
type thing.
Yeah,
with
we
you.
talked about that.
Now, he was in Scary Movie too. I mean, aren't you going to try to turn that into something?
Yeah.
You know,
to me, that I would, if I was his agent, I think I would
I
feel.
think movies are overrated. I think actors that do movies are
I don't.
It's like a crutch.
exactly.
It's like a
I mean,
crutch.
if you have to take the work, if you've got to pay the bills, and you've got to lower yourself, you know, to
But
doing
birthday
a film.
parties.
When I was doing this scene, for real, because we had no budget, couldn't lock off, and these were all stolen shots, running down Hollywood Boulevard in that dress, nobody saw the camera, and then a guy stopped his car and started honking and yelling at me, "Hey, you asshole!" Like, just angry, yelling because I was running around in a dress. Asshole!
Sarah Silverman.
She's
don't you love
very
her?
talented and very cute.
Yeah. Yeah, she's real cute in that dress. Well, welcome to Mr. Show. I'm Bob Odenkirk.
And I'm David Cross.
All right. Okay. Now, David, what do you say we start with...
Yeah, Sarah, I mean, but behind the scenes, too, she really did. I really was kidnapped by cast members and who were dressed up in the UPS outfits.
Kisses!
And then I was able to get backstage and realize what was going on, and very upset.
Do you think, Candy, that I am a good actor? Because I want to just point out. I want to point out once again.
You're putting me on the spot.
Candy, I want to point out once again that there aren't too many actors who
There, see?
scream all their lines in a raspy voice of basically a stockbroker.
Although Nicolas Cage is stealing your shtick, that's for sure.
And who was the one fellow that did scream always? The comedian that did a lot of the screaming that passed away.
Oh,
Sam
Bob
Screamerson.
Goldberg.
Right.
Bobcat.
Sam Kinison.
Sam Kinison.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to get him, and he scared the children.
Did you see how bored that girl was as I'm crossing?
No.
There's a girl just sitting like this. That's
David,
great.
I just didn't think. And then here we go. Here's I think this is this so far the first reference to
This is about?
homosexuality in the show?
No, we had the Overcome thing.
Oh, Overcome. But I think this is the first time it's. Well, no, in that one they had the little parties.
I will say that
We really had to tell the writers every year that's enough.
And ourselves.
Sketches about
Ourselves, too.
homosexuality.
Yeah.
Because we just could write. We could write just an entire season. That's just.
Yeah,
about-
sometimes you'd see it like, wow, it's too much. It's just too much.
And it's never. Obviously, it's never.
This is our most
negative, it's
Python-like link ever.
Yeah.
This thing, very Python-esque how we interrupt.
Just we love the gay lifestyle and all the things about it, the accoutrements.
And I think I think that you guys had the most fun when you were doing. I remember those those scenes where you guys,
The following game
were fake kissing,
to make it
fake
even
whatever.
more.
Oh, I loved it.
You really
I'll kiss
liked
a
it.
boy.
I
I'll
mean,
kiss
you
a boy.
really got into it.
Yeah.
How about the one scene that we never did, which is the old man who's coming out, who's like 90, and he realized he was gay when he was like 82.
On his deathbed.
He's been tortured for 8 years. This is
Third
an
wheel.
interesting. Isn't that a great set? That's a great set.
Yeah, it is.
Tom Butterwitz, designer sets, the guy who was
he's
roommates
great.
with the Rent fella, the fellow who wrote Rent.
Yeah,
didn't know
Tom
that.
Butterworth is a
Interesting
great guy. Did a great job with the sets. Just what we wanted. The set,
I
the
swear to
feeling
God,
that we
again,
wanted.
$50. That's all he got.
Yeah, he didn't get paid much, but he did a great job.
This was a sketch, third wheel sketch that we did live a number of times, and was one of a couple of sketches where Bob and I would switch off. We did it like 3 times, and we'd switch roles.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
it's fun.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
one
It's
time
really
he'd
fun.
be the third wheel, then I'd be the third wheel, and
That's you guys at the wedding.
but I do think that there are certain sketches that, like, I think Fallujah we made a mistake on. I think we made a mistake on Fallujah. I think you should have been the silly one. But then I've heard other people say that's not true.
But it's nice. It mixes it up, and
Yeah.
it's not always
Sometimes
the
it
same
was
thing.
good to mix it up, but it's really true that David and I don't have any kind of traditional,
Even sailors get sick.
comic team personas. I mean,
We're time.
I guess I get angry sometimes. That's sort of
that his presence
you
might
can
be
say
intrusive?
something. But we don't really have we don't fit together in like a formula.
necessary.
in a
That's
way,
kind of a
with-
shit.
As
Do
a
you
team,
think?
I think is what.
At least I don't see it. I don't
As
see
a
it.
team, like there's not the.
I guess I crack down. I act like supposedly I'm the guy who's in charge, or I know what's going on, and you're being more silly. But
Right.
that's not even true.
It's not easily cataloged or labeled, and you go, okay, well, he's the fat guy who's
The Costello
kind of in
and
charge, but
Right.
things are going awry, and he's the silly guy who's quiet and makes funny faces. Are you
Serious? Jerry, get in here! Hey, buddy, I'm getting laid tonight.
Oh man, that's great!
Yeah.
Oh God, we gotta celebrate. I'll go get some beers.
Yeah, hey, after this, we gotta get you some.
What's the matter, babe?
No, don't babe me. There's something wrong here, and I don't want to make love to you tonight.
Why? Are you bleeding?
Oh my God! No,
Since we met at the Ben Stiller show,
ridiculous. I can't.
we
make love to you
met.
tonight.
We didn't work together. We met like a year before that. Then we met at the Ben Stiller show, where we didn't work together. And then about a year later, we started working together. So that was probably 85.
I do remember. No, no.
Or, I mean,
yeah.
94.
This was very funny.
I do remember Bob. I was doing stand up. There used to be an improv down at in Santa Monica, and I was doing stand up there. And I got there way too early, and I didn't want to hang out with a bunch of comics, so I went.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I went around the corner to the Upfront Theater where Bob was doing the show.
I was doing my one-man show at the time. I was a writer at Get a Life.
And we weren't that friendly. Like we'd hook up and fuck around at parties and stuff, but we weren't really like friends or anything. And I saw his show and I was like, oh fuck, this is like some of the stuff I was doing in Boston, and this is closer to my sensibilities than I imagined. And then I watched the show and I said, hey man, I'm doing a set, and I know and understand how loath you might be to see stand-up, but you should check it out or whatever. And he was nice enough to come down and pretend to like it and everything. And then we ended up doing these when the alternative show, when the legislation went through that alternative shows could happen in Los Angeles.
Oh, look at this gospel group.
Yeah, those guys are great.
Oh, they were great.
And my voice is shot from rehearsing. Shot, man.
Is that Mary Lynn behind you?
Yeah, because they do the link.
All right.
It's John and Tom.
But look at that audience. Now, there's a lot of friends and a lot of people who are like parts of the
I know,
sort of
it's so funny
alternative
to see
comedy
everybody.
community, but there's also just a lot of people who are not sure what's really going on.
I have a few mannequins that I represent.
Oh, Candy.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a few.
You think I could get work?
They're
you just saw what I
actual
did.
mannequins, and I bring them to the event myself, and they stand there. And people think, the fun part is, people think that they're actors
Who are standing
frozen,
still.
and they do all these crazy things to get them to laugh, and they can't because they're actually
And
mannequins.
then they think they're so professional.
Right, they think they're very good.
Look,
Well, that's clever of you and a little dishonest.
we need.
You
but,
gotta
you know,
make
if
a
it-
living, Bob, and I'm not making money off you, so I gotta make it off the mannequins.
I don't know. I would think
all
you'd
right.
make money off me. I mean, I think, you know,
Hey, those are my real pajamas.
I've done a lot of little TV spots, and David's been in a number of movies, and I just can't believe
David
that you think
is a
we're...
little bit more.
I want to tell you something.
You're the dead weight, Bob. I'm just gonna say you're the dead weight.
All we know, we're
You don't want me
if
to
it wasn't
write-
for
That
David,
doesn't seem very
then
tactful.
poor guys.
Well,
you
it's
know,
blunt
I
and
mean,
it's
I've-
honest. I'm a man. I can take it. You know, here's my question. The prevailing wisdom in Hollywood is the opposite of
Maybe
what
the
you
word
say.
means to
It just
charter
is,
a boat
Candy.
and send it out.
They believe that doing movies is a
Hey, you know
much
what?
greater
Let's all apologize to this boat.
thing for your career and gold mine than doing birthday parties, and that's just what people think.
really,
Well, maybe you're ahead of your
Really?
time.
yes, maybe my 50
Or-
years of
or behind the
experience
time.
doesn't mean anything.
What if you're behind
Right.
the time and you don't realize it?
Exactly.
If I may speak, an actor is only as good as his words, and I'd like to introduce the writer of that piece, Peter Kankatankton. Peter.
Now, here's our writers. There's John Ennis, and there's Tom, and behind them is Matt Selman, a real writer.
Margaret
for The
Cho.
And
Simpsons.
Margaret Cho's there,
And,
and Marilyn Rice Cub, and Colin Malone. There's Colin.
Colin Malone.
In the very way
Yeah.
back.
He's also in
Right.
Mr. Show. He's in Run, Ronnie, Run.
And he's in
All
movie.
right.
He's in the birthday. He's in the party
Taint, which
scene.
is so funny.
Yeah.
There's Margaret. Wow.
I got the point of it.
We're watching this on a big screen, guys, so if you're watching on a small screen, you probably can't tell it's Margaret. There's Ken Daly
Kenny Daly.
and Rob Cohen.
Dave
This
Oh,
goes
and
on
Dave
on.
Reynolds. The guy in the right there is the guy I replaced in All You Can Eat. Robert
Exactly.
Spiegel's group.
And he
that Jill
beat you
was
up after that show. He had traveled
No,
all
he
that
was
way.
he had to leave their show. This was back in Chicago in I don't know 85. He had done the Franken and Davis movie, Just Another Saturday Night. He's the lead in that.
Remember that
And
movie?
he had to
Were
leave
you
the
one of
sketch
the 10
show,
people?
and so I took his place, and that's really where I really started working with Robert Spiegel and with Joe.
And David writes for Disney now. Little tidbit.
And Dave Reynolds now is a writer who's written some of these Pixar movies, right?
Yeah,
And animated movies.
right.
Ugly! Go do whatever you want to do!
You do not talk to him that way. Do not let her hurt you.
Out, you broken down faggot!
We apologize.
Where did we find Mary Lynn?
Homosexual content of this.
She was part of the that alternative community, and we started going out, and we were going out during the first 2 years of the show. And she's really talented, unique performer. If you've ever seen her shows,
Terry
or
Miller?
stand up.
Troy
yeah,
Miller's
Troy's
wife.
wife.
So what do you say? You want to have sex with her?
That's fine.
Bob is one of my favorite little things
We'll
here.
see you when
where
you're
when he says screwballs, at the end he does his finger in a little circle and clicks it at you. And now a lot of people I've noticed are stealing that. The guy from Blind Date does it. Stole it from Bob.
Oh, this is a
thing,
great.
look at that, the little clicky clack. It's perfect. That's acting.
Finished up. Well,
That's acting.
Now this is based on Love Connection,
Yeah.
that awful show that ran for years and years.
Melissa Samuels.
Weird and slimy and lecherous and
Yeah, there's Melissa
Strange.
Samuels, another friend of ours, one of the shows.
Take her for a romantic
funny actress.
Very funny, very talented.
Wait a minute.
Now
Pregnant. 5 months
I
pregnant.
didn't know
Is she?
that.
sounds like there was some friction before.
Okay. That was something that was shown to me by this guy at, I went to Emerson College for a couple minutes in the early 80s, and this guy, Mike Drazen, who we credit in this show as my voice coach or something like that,
Sounds like it didn't
just
work out.
used to do that, and I was like, what are you doing?
Enjoyed hearing about
And not a lot of people can do it. I don't know why, if it's just physical, biological, whatever, but if I pinch right here and I'm not affecting my voice at all,
sex with
it makes that voice. So I do this, and then